Good morning. How are y'all doing? Good Sunday morning to you. This is Rusty 78609 in Central. This is the dark side of the moon because I've only got one 12-volt light up there. This is an RV, okay, a 26-foot RV, and this is my studio. I have what is called a no-budget operation. Not low budget, no budget. So there's no, well, whenever it's cloudy, the light is off over here, okay? So, Sunday, August the 21st, 2016 at 7:55 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's about 72 degrees outside here today, and that's unbelievable for Central Texas in August, but it's true. And the reason is we've had a little moisture in the air. We had a little rain, and it's overcast this morning. So anyway, that's great. And anyway, as you know, for the past few days, I've been just kind of going down these comments and going at them. And anyway, we hit a little hot topic. We hit one of those emotional things. This Mgtow, men going their own way. Boy, woo, got some comments on that. Yo, yeehaw, ride 'em, cowboy. Anyway, um, I'll read you the comments and then I'll comment. Won't mention any names because I don't take these things personal. If I did, I wouldn't be doing this. But I have to tell you this, and I've said this before. If you're building a business or even a channel on YouTube or anything, you got to know that there's going to be some people that hate your freaking guts, okay? Period. And if you have a small business, same thing. Whether it's retail or whatever it happens to be. You're going to have a few customers that come in and bitch, 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 bitch. If they have a legitimate complaint, then you can use that to build your business, make it better. If it's just somebody blowing hot air out of their mouth just to upset you, poof, goes right over my head. Anyway, some of these comments, these are a mixture of both. This comment says, you need to investigate Mgtow, men going their own way, somewhat in depth before commenting on it. No, I don't. I can do anything I want to. Next thing. It is not a Kool-Aid cult. It's not a Kool-Aid cult. That means they're not going to drink the Kool-Aid. That's good. It has no leader. Okay, that's good. It boils down to simply walking away from societal bullshit. Could you expand on societal bullshit? How you walk away is you being yourself. And I totally agree with that. I think everybody has a choice in their life, a lot of choices in their life. They can choose to do anything they want to, as long as it doesn't infringe on other people's happiness or rights or whatever you want to call it. I mean, they can do anything. They can go sit in the closet and suck their thumb all day for all I care. But the men going their own way thing, it's I guess you'd have to add some definition to what a movement is. Okay, if there are movements like, say, the civil rights movement or a bowel movement, excuse me, bowel movement, that have a leader, okay, and it's formal and all that sort of thing. That's a formal movement. Then, in my opinion, there's informal movements that don't have any leadership at all. It's just a group of people with a common mindset that choose to do similar things. And that's probably what this is. Do I care? No, not a bit. I'm 71 years old. I was just commenting on a comment. And for those of you that took it personal, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Not sorry at all. So, but as far as making choices and being yourself, I am totally for that 110%. You got me? The man that chooses the path less traveled, you never know where it's going to lead. La da 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 da. There's another one here about the same thing if I can find it. Okay, here we go. This is the other one. And it's the same line, so I'll stick these two together. With all due respect, whenever somebody says with all due respect, they're fixing to go, foop. They're fixing to shoot it to you. With all due respect, there is no such thing as FGTOW. Well, I don't care if there is or there isn't. How about that? That's females going their own way. In a comment, a lady said she alluded to the fact that if there was a men going their own way thing, then why couldn't there be a females going their own way thing? And I don't care who, and if y'all keep going your own way, y'all may run together, and you know what'll happen then, don't you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You better be careful. I've often said that if you got a real group of lesbians and a group of men, queers, whatever you call them now, and they had their conference at the same conference center at the same time and days, you would probably cut their populations in half. Anyway, having said that, with all due respect, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as Mgtow. Why is it that whatever men do, hoes means females, would immediately want to copy it? We are Mgtow. We've been around since more than 10 years, when we recently got more popular and thousands of young men began joining us. Some hoes felt threatened, and the remaining just copied us. Okay, well, guys, welcome to the world. This is the dark side of the moon. I've already told you that. But anyway, and this is my lime green too big walking shirt. I just got back from walking because some of my viewers make fun of my too big shirts. Well, it's just the way it is, folks. I buy them because they're cheap, not because they fit. Anyway, back to Mgtows and Figtows. There is no women's movement. There is no women's mindset right now that is going their own way, supposedly. Do I care? No. But what this is, and I see what this represents, and I'm glad. I thank you for your comments. I really do. And even your negative comments tell me a story. And the story is this, that for some reason now, and maybe for several years, whenever somebody chooses a path, they want to make an announcement. I'm choosing my own path. I'm going to do this. And you can do that on Facebook and YouTube and other outlets and get attention. And next thing you know, you've got Facebook friends that have that common interest or whoever else thing, and you got that. And that's just different. When I grew up, you could have said you were a male going his own way, and everybody said, well, keep going. They don't give a shit. Anyway, so that's all I'm about. I'm 71 years old. In my comments, you guys or girls, whoever's out there on this thing, just ignore it. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm for it. I'm for freedom of choice. I'm for you choosing your own path. If you don't want to get married, or you don't want to hang out with guys or girls, or you don't want to do whatever you do the hell out of it. Okay? I'm for it. I'm for choosing your own path. I am totally for that. I've done it all my life. Well, not all, but a lot of it I have. Younger ages, I did pretty much what I was told to do when I was told to do it. So, anyway, I think that's about all the... Oh, here's another one right here. This is about men going their own way. The problem today is that over 60% of marriages end up in divorce, and over 80% of divorces are initiated by women. So for a man to get married is a foolish move in today's age. Marriage today is not what it was 50 or 60 years ago. Men are finally waking up, and men going their own way, Mgtow, is a direct response to this and third wave feminism. Well, and again, and what he said, that's his opinion. You got to understand that. That's his opinion. He has a right to his opinion, just like I have a right to mine. And everybody that posts a comment has a right to their opinion. But what happens is, whenever I comment, it's like it's put under a microscope. Okay, you got all these viewers that are looking at that, and then they're examining it word for word. And hell, who knows what I might have said? Kind of alluding to something that aggravated somebody or didn't, or they agreed with. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But just take opinions for what they are. Okay, I mean, this guy stated some statistics there. Probably could be accurate. I don't know. Does it really matter? It's interesting. How does it affect you directly? Or any of these comments? It's they don't. It's just It's conversation. That's basically all it is. These are little sound bites. These comments are what you would consider to be a sound bite, and that's kind of what the media thrives on. Are little sound bites. You know, they take this and blow it up and make a conversation about it with 5 people talking heads about this, and they could go on about this for 15 or 20 minutes. Okay, and shout at each other. Okay, and that would be a show, and people would watch the crap out of it. But here's something that Mark Twain said that I thought was a genius statement. This was in the 1800s. Mark Twain was a great writer and a great speaker, public speaker. And in one of his speaking engagements to a group of publishers and newspaper publishers at that time, he commented that if you don't read a newspaper, you are uninformed. If you do read the newspaper, you are misinformed. Think about it. That applies to all media. See, there was no television media back then, no radio media. There was just one way to get the word out, and that was the newspaper. But now we've got all of these media outlets, and if you say that you don't listen to any of it, then somebody may comment that, well, boy, you're uninformed. You're out of it. You're out of it. You don't know shit. You're a dumbass. You're a dummy. And I listen to it. I know. I mean, I get all this information from Fox News and CNBC and CNN and all these sources. I'm in. I mean, I know. Well, I agree with Mark Twain. You're misinformed because most of the information that you've got is totally worthless. Okay? It's made up by a reporter sitting at a typewriter now or sitting at a computer, and he takes the who, what, why, where, how, etc., the normal questions that they ask an individual, and he's got his notes, maybe he's got it in his computer, and he goes through and then he adds his ingredients, okay? What he thinks the guy was saying or lady was saying or politician was saying or whoever was saying. And whenever he gets through, they call that a story, okay? And then that story goes to the editor or one of the editors, and they look at it and they think, no, this is too long. That won't fit in this soundbite, or that won't fit in this program. We've only got 14 minutes in a 30-minute program of talk time, and this story will take up too much, so we're going to cut it down from a 5-minute story to a 1.5-minute story. So you squeeze a lot of air out of it. You see what I mean? And it works the same way in the newspaper business. Reporter turns in a story that would take up a column this long on the front page, and by the time the editor gets through with it, it's up here. Well, what happened to all that news? Did it disappear? What happened? Where did all that information go? It went away. And what you got is basically, and you get it in newspapers just like you get it in the visual media and the radio media, it's sound bites because they've only got so much time. And so just be careful. So what we've got here, their opinions, they're great. And believe me, I appreciate keep the comments coming, baby. And the reason is because that's like the gasoline that keeps this little car running. You know what I mean? So back to the men going their own way thing, I think it's a great choice. Be good at it. Be damn good at it. And stay focused, okay? And, keep your comments coming. If you have something else you want to add, I'll put it out here as a video and keep your non-movement moving. Can a non-movement move? I don't know about that. That's a damn good question. But anyway, again, thank you guys for your comments. Thank you, subscribers, for subscribing. And thank me for doing these videos. Alrighty, and his lime green shirt, this is a XXX large, okay? Cost me, I think it's $3. I mean, I buy them. What it is, they put a rack out at Walmart. I've said this before, and it'll have all these giant sizes that they couldn't sell. And when I walk by, ding, I just look at the dollar sign, whatever the price is. Anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios. I had a viewer tell me to stop doing what I'm fixing to do, but I ain't going to do that. Bye-bye. Done. Enjoy your day. Carpe diem, said that.